It's amazing how different everything looks with a good night's sleep.
Yeah, you definitely needed the rest.
I feel much stronger this morning.
A bed opened up at Shadybrook. We're fortunate to get Elizabeth in this soon. Have you told her?
No. Lucky and I agreed that she needs to hear it from him.
I just can't wait to get home and sink into my couch with a cup of tea. There's a lot of planning to do with a new baby on the way. Lucky, you don't have to worry about me. I mean, obviously I didn't plan on becoming pregnant, but it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's good.
I just can't wait to get home to see my boys. Guess I'm gonna have to tell them about this baby pretty soon.
Lucky and I agree that Elizabeth is the priority. Making sure she gets through this so she can be a good mother to all three of her children.
I hope you mean that.
I do. We've agreed to put our differences aside, at least for now. All that really matters is helping her through this.
The most important thing is to give the new baby and Cam and Jake the best possible home.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
And you're a wonderful mother, Elizabeth. But listen, you're in a really bad place right now, and you need help to recover.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get plenty of rest. It's probably a blessing I was suspended from work.
Your doctors, they want to admit you into Shadybrook. Nikolas and Steve and I agreed that I should tell you.
I'm not going to Shadybrook.
Lucky, I know I was wrong. I know that, and I know that I lied to you and I hurt you, and I'm sorry. Hate me if you want, but don't take me away from my boys.
I thought Lucky was the right person to tell her. I hope I wasn't wrong.
Well, did you ever consider telling her?
Yes, of course I did, but I thought it would only make matters worse. Maybe you should go in there. Maybe you can help her.
This whole thing will make her that much more dependent. Lucky, it can't help Elizabeth to see him as her savior again.
Elizabeth, no one is trying to take your children away from you, okay? That is not what this is about. The doctors say that you need to commit yourself. You need to find your way back to who you really are. And once you're stronger, once you're well, we'll all be here for you. I want you to get well, to be strong again so you can live your own life and make your own choices.
But then my choice is to go home and rest there. I just need my kids, and I need my life to get back to normal.
I know it's scary to admit that you need help. I mean, you remember how hard I fought going into rehab? But now I'm grateful for it.
But you're still drinking.
I had a relapse, okay? But it's over. I'm going to a meeting this afternoon. I'll do a 90-90. And if that's not good enough, I'll check myself into Shadybrook. I mean, they have a decent rehab.
But we're not talking about rehab. We're talking about locked wards and screaming people and rocking chairs, and I just don't want to go. Please don't make me go. I'm not going to Shadybrook. I can get well on my own.
I'm sorry if I made a difficult situation
No,
even
you
worse.
did it. You did it because I'm better now.
Elizabeth, no, you're not, and you need to get better for your children.
I will, at home.
I grew up without a mother. That's why I respect and admire you so much, because of what a great mother you are.
Cam and Jake need you, Elizabeth. The new baby will need you.
And what about Cameron and Jake? Where are they gonna go? Did you guys already work that out?
Between me and Audrey, it'll be fine. We'll take care of them. I mean, they can call you every day. They'll come and visit. Don't worry about the boys. They'll be fine. Please.
Fine. But I'm not doing this for either of you, and I'm not doing this for me. I'm only doing this for my kids.
You're doing the right thing. You need a safe place to sort things out, to figure out what you need. It's gonna be okay, Elizabeth. You can do this.
Hey. Steve picked some clothes up for you and he asked me to drop them off.
All right, we'll be right outside.
You know, last year when I insisted that you get some inpatient treatment, I realized I had no idea what I was talking about.
It did really help me a lot.
I know that. And I know intellectually that I need a lot of help. I just feel like a failure.
It will feel that way for a while. But if you allow yourself to get help, one day, all of a sudden there are all these choices that you couldn't have imagined seeing today.
That sounds wonderful. But our situations aren't exactly the same.
Well, close enough.
You don't have to wonder whose baby you're carrying.
I have the...
It's fine. I don't know what I was expecting.
There's nothing to be afraid of here.
Then tell me why I'm so terrified.
You signed yourself in. That's one of the bravest things I have ever seen anyone do.
Seriously doubt that?
Oh, come on. That's what courage is, Lizzie. Doing what you fear the most because you know it's right. I mean, you can rest here and find some new ways of looking at all this.
Just need to get strong enough to face the truth.
What truth would that be?
I slept with Nikolas a lot, and I was only with Lucky once. This baby has to be Nikolas's.
Dad?
Hey,
Hey.
tried to call you earlier, but your phone was off.
Yeah.
Tracy told me about Elizabeth.
How does she know?
She has sources at the hospital. And she's very good at putting two and two together. Are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up spending the night at the hospital. I thought about calling you, but once Elizabeth settled down, I just watched her sleep. I couldn't stop thinking about all the nasty things that I've said to her since I found out.
You had good reason to be upset.
I know. I know I did, but I just didn't stop. I didn't stop pushing. I was too angry and too proud to back off. And now, why do I still care about her, Dad? After everything she's done to me.
Hell, Cowboy, I sure wish there was something I could do to help you. Look, here's what I know. There's every reason to believe that after a stay at Shadybrook, Elizabeth will be well again, get her feet under her, start thinking clearly, and then the two of you can sit down together and decide what to do next.
I have no idea.
Well, you've got good instincts. Trust them.
All I know right now is that regardless of who the father for baby is, Elizabeth needs me.
I'm sorry, baby. I've made so many mistakes. And I've been so wrong.
this is your fault. None of it. And I love you.
Elizabeth, how wonderful to see you. Oh, and congratulations on your promiscuity. It certainly seems to be what you do best. Get out. No, we must try to be civil with one another, because I have no doubt that you are carrying the Cassadine heir. And how wonderful of you to check yourself into Shadybrook. You've already done half my work for me.